Happy day children, this is Crystal, your grade 6 English teacher. In this video, I'll be telling you a very interesting detective story from your reader, and the name of the lesson is The Mask. The Mask. The author of this lesson is Satyajit Ray. Like most other detective stories, this story is also filled with suspense, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy listening to the story. This story is an excerpt that is taken from the book Danger in Darjeeling. Children, for two reasons we can wear a mask. So reason number one, mask covers a part of the face, so it can be worn as a disguise or to amuse or frighten others. And the second reason, which is very apt for the current scenario. So a mask is worn to protect your nose or mouth against the air pollutant, and you can also see a doctor wearing a mask during the surgery. So he is the author, Satyajit Ray. A few lines about him. He was an Indian filmmaker, script writer, documentary filmmaker, author, essayist, lyricist, magazine editor, illustrator, calligrapher, and music composer. He was a master storyteller and excelled in both writing stories and directing films. Some of the characters in this lesson are Feluda. He is a sleuth. The meaning of sleuth is a detective. Topsy is Feluda's cousin. Rajan Babu, he is a retired old man. Chinkori Babu, he is a paying guest who is staying at Rajan Babu's house. And next is Dr. Phoni Mitra. He is Rajan Babu's family doctor. So this is Rajan Babu, and he is an house owner. This is Tinkori Babu, who is staying as a paying guest at Rajan Babu's house. This is Feluda. He is also called as Pradosh Chandra Mittal. And this is Topsy, Feluda's cousin. This is Mr. Goshal. He is a person who sells old antique things. And Dr. Phoni Mitra is Rajan Babu's family doctor. And this is Prabir Mujumdar. Who is he? He is Rajan Babu's son. The Mask. Let me tell you the outline of the story, children. So Feluda, he's been described here as an amateur sleuth. Sleuth is a detective, and Feluda is the detective here. And the word amateur means someone who does a work not as a profession but as a pastime. So who is an amateur sleuth here? It is Feluda. He was not a profession in that field, but he was doing it because he had interest in doing it. In this story, The Mask, he makes his first appearance. So this is Topsy, and Topsy was Feluda's cousin, and he is the narrator of the story. Both Feluda and Topsy, they are on a holiday trip to Darjeeling. And some incident that happens there in Darjeeling, and that has been described in this story. So when I tell you the story, you will come to know what was that incident that happened in Darjeeling. So this is a detective story, and the major criteria for a detective story is that suspense should be introduced at the beginning of the story. And here also in this story, a suspense is introduced. What is the suspense? Rajan Babu and his friend had a disturbing conversation, and this conversation was overheard by Topsy. So this conversation also seemed to be very disturbing. So Topsy decides to go and inform this to Feluda, because Feluda was a detective and the conversation was also disturbing, and there was something to investigate. As I already told you that Tinkori was staying in Rajan Babu's house as a paying guest. Rajan Babu is a retired old man in Darjeeling, and he had a paying guest. Who's that? It is Tinkori Babu, and this paying guest was recommended by his friend. So paying guest is someone who stays at your home and pays for the food and accommodation. And this paying guest, Tinkori Babu, had a special weakness. So what was the weakness? He had a special liking for cheroot. Cheroot is nothing but a cigar. So before moving to Rajan Babu's house, Tinkori made sure that he informs about this smoking habit to Rajan Babu, because being an owner of the house, some owners will not entertain such things. So he decides that it is better to inform him beforehand. The story goes like this. One day, Rajan Babu receives a threatening letter. In that letter, it was not written with pen, but the words were cut from newspapers and magazines, and it was stuck on a paper. In that letter, only one line was written: be prepared to pay for your sins. So this was a single line letter that Rajan Babu received. Now Feluda, he went to Rajan Babu's house to investigate and ask him if he has doubt on anyone. To which Rajan Babu said, "No, I have never harmed anyone." So Feluda now further inquires if anyone visits Rajan Babu's house frequently. Now Rajan Babu tells that not too many visit me, but my family doctor, Dr. Phoni Mitra, he occasionally comes and visit me when I am ill. Now Feluda, he raises a doubt that it may be Phoni Mitra, because nowadays his practice was very dull, and if he sends a letter, Rajan will fall ill, and if he falls ill, whom he will call? He will call his family doctor. So now Feluda was not sure, but he is just assuming or making an assumption that Phoni Mitra might be one of the suspects. And the second person who visited Rajan Babu very often was Mr. Ghoshal, and he was an expert in antiques. And what are antiques, children? Antiques are nothing but old, valuable things. And Rajan Babu had developed an interest in antiques and curios. Curios are nothing but old, rare objects. And only a few people, they have an interest in collecting these old things, and Rajan Babu was one such kind, and he collected many masks and daggers and old things. Now the next day, Tinkori Babu, the paying guest, Feluda and Topsy, all three of them, they met in a coffee shop and they discuss about Mr. Ghoshal. Now Tinkori Babu tells Feluda that he doesn't trust Mr. Ghoshal at all, as he thinks that he is a dishonest person. He pretends that he is interested in arts and antiques, but actually he is not interested. He is interested in buying these antiques collection and selling it to foreigners at a higher rate. So after listening to the view of Tinkori Babu about Ghoshal, so he just assumes that it might be Mr. Ghoshal who has sent a threatening letter, because Feluda has already visited the curio shop, and a curio shop is a shop that sells antique things. And Feluda has visited that shop, and he came to know that fresh supplies were coming that evening. So, and if he sends a frightening letter to Rajan Babu, out of fear, Rajan Babu will not go to the curio shop. And so if Rajan Babu is not well, who can go there and buy those old things? Yes, Mr. Ghoshal, he can go there and he can buy those old things, and after getting those antique things, he can go and sell it to foreigners at a higher rate. And the third suspect was Prabir Majumdar. He was the son of Rajan Babu. Why son is the suspect here? Because once Rajan Babu had caught his son while stealing money in the house, and because of that Rajan told his son to leave the house, and the father and the son were not in contact with each other since then. So Feluda during his investigation came to know that Prabir Majumdar had come to Darjeeling, and this news was shocking to Tinkori Babu also. Now Tinkori Babu shows his concern to Rajan Babu, telling that Rajan should not know this, that his son Prabir is in town, because he is already in shock. Now Feluda again raises his doubt that Prabir had a motive to threaten his father, because Rajan Babu had abandoned his son, so when he saw his son stealing. Now Feluda has three suspects. Who are they? Dr. Phoni Mitra, Mr. Ghoshal and Prabir Majumdar. When Rajan Babu was asleep that night, someone came to him wearing a mask to frighten him. Because of this incident, Rajan Babu was unable to sleep. That made him look pale and worried. So he informed about this to Feluda and Tinkori Babu, and the doctor came there to examine him. Now Feluda already suspected the doctor Phoni Mitra. When the doctor was examining Rajan Babu, Feluda saw a mark of mud on the doctor's jacket and questioned him, "Did you go out last night?" So to this the doctor replied, "Yes, he went out to see one of his patients." And Dr. Mitra left. Feluda asked Rajan Babu what the mask looked like. So there was a mask hanging on the wall, and Rajan Babu told that the mask looked like the one that is hanging on the wall. That night both Feluda and Topsy, both of them decided to stay in Rajan Babu's house. Now Topsy was lying in a room, and he sensed that someone was entering into the room. When he opened his eyes, he saw the masked face coming towards him. So now Topsy opened his mouth to scream in fear. But now the person wearing the mask opened it, and he tells that I am Feluda. So he tells that he was just wearing all the masks that were there in the living room. And now Feluda is asking Topsy to wear the mask, and he's asking whether there is something wrong with the mask. But Topsy was telling there is nothing wrong in the mask, but one thing is that it is large in size. So that was the only thing which was wrong. Now Feluda is telling that he has examined and he has found out something in that mask. So now Topsy, he's asking Topsy, now can you find it out? What was that? Something that was different in this mask. Now Topsy replied that yes, there is a faint smell of cheroot that is coming from the mask. So now who is using this cheroot in the house? Yes, it is Tinkori Babu, the paying guest who has the habit of smoking cigar. And now they both come to a conclusion that the person who has been frightening Rajan Babu must be Tinkori Babu. Now they didn't have an idea of why Tinkori Babu needs to harm Rajan Babu. Now the next day they go and inform Rajan Babu about what had happened. So while all three of them were talking, they get a letter, and with trembling hands Rajan Babu started to read the letter, and the letter goes like this: "If you are wondering who I am and why I did this, I am the boy you tripped in that 100-yard race 50 years ago. I missed the medal and was seriously injured. You never realized how you hurt me. I saw your childhood photograph and found out. I wanted to trouble you for a short time. I meant no harm. Let's forget about it and move on. Yours sincerely, Tinkori." So this was the message that was conveyed in the letter. Tinkori did all this to take a revenge on Rajan because in his childhood, when Rajan participated in a 100 meters race, Rajan had tripped over Tinkori, and this incident has happened almost 50 years ago. And because of this, Tinkori missed his medal and he was seriously injured. After the race, Tinkori's father got transferred to another place and he never got a chance to meet Rajan Babu again. But Rajan Babu, he never realized that he had harmed Tinkori. Tinkori actually did not know it was the same person until he saw the childhood photo of Rajan again. So now Tinkori thought to teach Rajan a lesson and he punished him in this way. So he also tells to forget about all that happened and just move ahead with the lives. So children, what do we learn from this lesson? Sometimes in an urge to win in our lives, we forget to realize that we are hurting anyone. The same thing has happened here. Rajan Babu, in order to win, he cheated Tinkori, and Tinkori was affected both physically and mentally. Sometimes an unintentional wound we give to people creates a scar in their hearts. Hence, we should never try to hurt anyone, and Tinkori has taken a 50 years revenge. And now, just think about it, children. Is it right to have a grudge, thinking about what has happened in the past, all these 50 years, and taking a revenge after 50 years? Is it a wise decision? Think about it, children. Thank you. I hope you understood the lesson.